Spoiler alert, there are definitely some new things there. Hello friends of No Friend Left Behind, and welcome back to our channel. Shay here, and we're going to take a trip to a place we haven't been to in a while. We're going to head on over towards Statsville and Numbertopia and see if there's any updates or anything new. Spoiler alert, there are definitely some new things there. So come on with me and let's go check it out. All right, you guys made it. Welcome to Statsville and Numbertopia. The first graph we're going to start with will be my number of visits. The time frame I'm going to use is between January 1st and February 18th of this year, and I'm going to compare it to the same time as last year. Now you're going to see two sets of lines on this graph, actually on all the graphs that I'll be showing you. Now the dark lines are from this year, and the lighter dotted lines, they're from last year. My visits have actually decreased by 35%. But I want you to keep that number in mind. Looking at last year's views, I have a spike on January 8th of 60 on that day. And January 30th, I have between 30 and 45 views. Now on January 8th of this year, my views were only between 0 to 15. What I think made the difference between the two, honestly, I can't remember what happened yesterday morning. So trying to remember what happened December of 2023 to get the views I did in January of 2024 is a stretch. But I do think I was adding very few listings in my shop in December of 2023, so there was some kind of movement there. Whereas December of 2024, I didn't really add anything. So that definitely affected the amount of views that I've had in my shop so far. Now you can see this year, I haven't even gone above 30 views per day. Now let's go to the next graph. Now in this graph, this is the amount of orders I've had in the same time frame from this year and last year, and that's January 1st to February 18th. Now remember I said to notice that my visits were down from last year, but look at the number of orders and how much it's increased. My orders are up by 50%. Now the reason why I think this is happening to my shop, this is only my reasoning, I think this is because I added so much to my shop last year, and then this year I've been creating designs, and rather than adding them in my shop all at one time, which I usually do at the end of the week or whenever I'm finished with them, I've been adding some in each day. When I create a design, I usually create multiple versions and I A/B test them. So that's how I have multiple versions. Also, the quality of my designs, they've been much better thanks to Simply Shauna. And she also showed Laneta and I how she does her market research. That helped tremendously because I wasn't doing a great job at market research. And I knew that I wasn't. So when Shauna showed us how to do the market research, it helped so much in the quality of designs that I have now. Let's go on to the third graph. This is my conversion rate. I have somehow had it increase by 129.3% from last year to this year. Now, I know what conversion rate is. I just have no idea how to change the outcome or how I changed it between this year and last year. My brain can't compute that far in the future to understand that without really thinking about it. And that's because with ADHD, you are paying more attention to what's happening in the moment. So I don't think that far in the future to figure out how to change the outcome of my conversion rate. I'm assuming it's because I've been more consistent with adding listings in my shop and the quality of my designs are getting better. I definitely think that that's something I'm going to have to put more thought into, the conversion rate part. I'm going to add that to my ever-growing to-do list. But I wanted to give you an update on my conversion rate so you can see what it looks like. Hey guys, it's me again. I wanted to come and tell you and remind you to like this video, subscribe to our channel if you like this content, and every week, one of us, the No Friend Left Behind crew, we all have different videos that we upload telling about our journey throughout our Etsy shop. So be sure to like this video and also subscribe to our channel. We also do some lives sometimes. We did one not too long ago with me, Laneta, and Mike, and Manny joined us too. It was a lot of fun. We got to answer a lot of questions that you guys had and just showed you how we are outside of these videos. So be sure to subscribe so that you guys can get the notifications for when we go live. Let's go back to this video now. Okay, so this is my revenue graph and it is all over the place. But let's take a look at last year where it started off pretty good and then kind of dwindled down. We'll specifically look at January 10th in 2024. I had a sale that was $80. I started out strong, but then just had less and less during this time period. I did have a couple of spikes here and there, but not as consistent as this year to this point. As of right now in 2025, my numbers have done the opposite. It started out slow with my first sale this year on January 16th, but now it's starting to gain some momentum and become a little more consistent. That is what I'm looking for. And I just recently had a sale that was $80. You can see that my sales for this year are increasing. I'm actually up by 12% from this time last year. You know what? I have to stop and give myself a pat on the back. No, I'm just kidding. But this is great news for me. And it's a positivity I actually really need to make myself push through and to continue at the rate I have been with listing and staying consistent in my shop. All right, now that you guys have seen my numbers, let's leave Statsville and Numbertopia and let's head back to my living room. For those of you that have followed us for some time, us being the No Friend Left Behind crew, you've seen our videos and you've seen some of my videos where I talk about how frustrated I am with my Etsy shop. Sometimes I just get super frustrated and I do want to give up, but I have not given up and I don't plan on giving up. And I'm very glad that I haven't given up because I'm starting to see some traction in my shop. Now, I'm not seeing boku bucks in my shop just yet, but I still plan on continuing to move forward, not giving up, and to press even harder this year than I did last year, making better designs, making more listings so that I can have more money later on, because that's the reason why we do this, right? We want to make some money. We want to have a nice life. We want to be able to pay bills and we also want to have a good time because Etsy is a lot of fun. I enjoy it. I enjoy making the designs. I can't give up and I have to continue and move forward. So if you are feeling frustrated right now, don't give up. Please, whatever you do, do not give up. Keep working at it. Keep watching videos so that you learn different techniques. If you feel like something's not working, change it. If you're not sure of what is working, then join a membership. Simply Shauna has a membership and there are so many members in there that are willing to help. The people within the membership are so wonderful. They're so helpful. Everybody just wants to see everybody do well. And there's enough space for Etsy sellers on Etsy. So you guys, if you feel like giving up right now, do not do it. You can join Shauna's membership. I will leave the link below. And I wish you guys the best in the future with your Etsy shops. Bye.